Archangel Michael is begging you, pleading with the depth of heaven's urgency that you do not turn away, that you do not close your heart, that you do not let this holy moment pass you by, for you are chosen to see this miracle, and though it feels almost unbelievable, though it seems too divine to happen in the ordinary flow of your day, heaven itself has appointed you to open this, to listen, to receive, and to hold it quietly in the secret place of your spirit, because not every message is for the ears of the world. Some are entrusted only to those who have been marked, sealed, and chosen, and you are among them, and Archangel Michael is weeping with urgency because he knows that the miracle is close, that the breath of God is stirring, that something will unfold within the next 2 minutes that will change your life, and he does not want you to skip, he does not want you to scroll away, he does not want you to dismiss it as just another word, because in the spiritual realm there are no accidents, no coincidences, only divine appointments, and right now you are standing in one. The angels are watching as you lean closer, as you open your heart, as you prepare yourself to receive, and heaven holds its breath in anticipation because God delights in revealing himself to those who are willing to see, and you are about to see what others could not, you are about to experience what others longed for but missed. Because you are chosen, you are handpicked, you are called, and this miracle is coming to you not by chance but by divine design, and Archangel Michael begs you not to tell anyone, not to rush to share it, not to let the world cheapen what is holy, but to treasure it within your spirit like Mary treasured the words spoken to her, keeping them hidden yet alive, glowing like fire inside her heart, and this is how you must hold this word, in sacred secrecy, because the miracle about to unfold is not for everyone, it is for you, and the timing is divine. 2 minutes in the language of heaven is like eternity condensed into a whisper. 2 minutes is all it takes for God to break chains, to shift destinies, to open doors, to pour light into the darkest places of your life, and Archangel Michael is begging because he knows how close you are, how heaven has bent low to meet you, how the hand of God is stretched out before you, and how one moment of faith can unlock blessings that generations before you prayed for. Listen, beloved soul, you are not forgotten, you are not abandoned, you are not overlooked, and though life has made you feel invisible at times, though you have walked with the weight of battles nobody else could see, though you have cried silent tears in the night when nobody else noticed, heaven noticed, God noticed, the angels noticed, and Archangel Michael has carried your name before the throne of God, pleading for your breakthrough, your healing, your protection, your miracle, and now that cry has been answered. The message you are reading right now is not random, it is living, it is breathing, it is God's whisper through Archangel Michael to remind you that your time has come, and though fear will tell you it cannot be, though doubt will try to creep in, though the enemy will whisper that nothing is changing, you must not believe the lies, because heaven is at work in these very minutes, and you will soon know why Michael is begging, why he is reaching for your attention with such holy desperation. Because he does not want you to miss it, he does not want you to delay, he does not want you to hesitate. He wants you to open, to receive, to believe. Can you feel it even now, the stirring in your spirit, the trembling in the unseen places of your soul, the sudden awareness that something sacred is hovering near, as though the veil between heaven and earth has thinned and eternity is brushing against your skin? That is no coincidence, that is no imagination, that is the miracle approaching, that is the angelic host preparing the way, that is God Himself drawing close to you, because He delights to surprise His children, He delights to show Himself mighty, He delights to prove His love, and you have been chosen for this moment. Do not be afraid, do not let your mind race with questions of how or when or why. Simply be still and receive, because the miracle is not earned, it is given, it is not achieved, it is bestowed, it is not something you must chase, it is something that is coming to rest upon you even now. Archangel Michael is begging because he knows how precious this is, how fragile the human heart can be, how quickly distractions can steal holy moments, and so he speaks with urgency, with tears, with the fire of heaven burning in his voice, saying to you, don't skip, don't turn away, don't dismiss this, because this is for you, and if you open yourself fully, if you allow faith to rise in you right now, you will see it, you will taste it, you will hold it, and your life will not be the same. Heaven is aligning, angels are moving, chains are breaking, and even as you read these words, unseen forces are shifting in your favor, God's hand is lifting burdens, His light is entering shadows, His power is filling the cracks where you felt weak, and the miracle is already unfolding, closer than breath, nearer than your next heartbeat, ready to manifest in the appointed moment. And you will know it when it comes because your spirit will leap, your tears will fall, your heart will know that. It was never imagination, it was never coincidence, it was divine, it was God. Archangel Michael is still here, still leaning close to your heart, still pleading with you in the voice of eternity. Because heaven knows how fragile human attention can be, how quickly the mind can wander, how easily distractions can steal what is holy, and He refuses to let that happen to you, He refuses to let you miss the miracle that is already pressing against the veil of your reality, waiting to break through. Beloved, the reason He begs is because this moment is sacred, and not everyone in this world is chosen to witness it, but you are, you have been marked by the fingerprints of God since the very beginning of your existence, and heaven has written your name in places you cannot yet imagine, and when you feel the urgency in these words, when you sense the trembling in your soul, it is because your spirit recognizes the truth. It is because deep inside you know this is not ordinary, this is not random, this is divine alignment, this is destiny breathing upon your life. And Michael is saying, don't tell anyone, not because God doesn't want to share His glory, but because some miracles are too holy to be handled by careless hands, some revelations are too delicate to be spoken into ears that cannot hear, some blessings must be carried quietly in the secret place until the time is right, and this is one of them, and if you protect it, if you guard it, if you treasure it, the fruit of this miracle will unfold before your eyes in ways that will leave you trembling, weeping, overwhelmed by the love of God. The angels around you right now are gathering, their wings brushing against the air you breathe, their presence filling the space with a hush that only your spirit can feel, and they are watching because what is about to happen in your life has been written in the books of heaven, and now the appointed time has come. Do you feel the weight of it? Do you feel how your heart is being drawn closer, how your thoughts are being pulled into a stillness, how even your body senses something beyond the ordinary? That is heaven drawing near, that is the miracle approaching, and Archangel Michael is begging you because he knows the enemy will try to whisper distractions, will try to make you doubt, will try to convince you that nothing is happening, but he wants you to stay present, to stay open, to believe, because faith is the doorway through which the miracle will enter. God has seen every battle you have fought, every scar you carry, every night you thought you would not make it through, and though the world may never understand the depth of what you endured, heaven has recorded every tear, and not one has been wasted, not one has been unseen, and now those tears are being turned into a river of blessing that will wash over you. The miracle is not only something you will see but something you will feel, something that will heal the cracks in your soul, something that will lift the burdens that have pressed you down. Something that will make you realize you were never forsaken, you were never alone, you were always being prepared for this very moment. You may have thought you were forgotten, you may have believed your prayers were unheard, you may have even whispered to yourself in the silence that maybe God didn't care, but now you will know beyond doubt that He does, because this miracle is His way of saying, I have been with you all along, I never left you, I never stopped listening, I never stopped loving you. Archangel Michael begs you to understand the gravity of this, because miracles are not everyday occurrences, miracles are rare gifts of divine love, and this one is yours, chosen for you, timed for you, and heaven is aching with joy to see you receive it. Just imagine for a moment the love of God wrapping itself around you like light. Imagine the heaviness lifting from your chest. Imagine the broken pieces of your heart being mended by hands so tender yet so powerful. Imagine chains you didn't even know were binding you suddenly snapping. Imagine doors that were sealed shut suddenly swinging open. Imagine peace rushing in like a river. Imagine clarity where confusion once reigned. Imagine strength flooding your spirit where weakness once lived. That is what is coming, that is the miracle. And you will know it was God, because no one else could do it, no one else could orchestrate it. No one else could love you enough to weave this moment just for you. Archangel Michael is pleading because this is not something to shrug off, not something to take lightly, not something to treat as just another message, but something to hold, something to breathe in, something to let transform you. You must understand, beloved, that heaven is nearer than you think, that angels walk beside you more often than you realize, that God's hand is upon you even when you cannot feel it, and this miracle is proof of that love, proof of that presence, proof that your life matters in ways beyond your imagination. And as you hold these words, as you let them sink into the deepest chambers of your heart, something unseen is already shifting, a door is unlocking, a chain is falling, a light is breaking through, and though you may not see it with your eyes in this moment, your spirit knows, your heart knows, the atmosphere around you knows. This is why Archangel Michael begs you not to turn away, not to doubt, not to let fear win, but to stay open, to stay believing, to stay watching, because in just a short span of time, in less than the length of a breath, the miracle will break forth, and you will know why he wept, why he begged, why he fought to get your attention, because heaven wanted to make sure you did not miss what God Himself is sending into your life. Archangel Michael's voice trembles with holy urgency because he knows the weight of what is unfolding in your life. He knows that heaven has written this moment long before you even drew your first breath, and now the fullness of time has come, the appointed hour has arrived, and heaven does not want you to miss even a fragment of it. Beloved soul, you are standing on sacred ground though you may not see it with your physical eyes. The very air around you is charged with God's presence. The very space you inhabit is filled with angelic movement, and though your human mind cannot fully grasp it, your spirit can feel it. Your soul knows that something beyond ordinary understanding is happening. Michael pleads with you not to tell anyone because this is a miracle meant first for your heart, not to be deluded by careless words or doubting ears. Not to be mocked by those who cannot understand the sacredness of what heaven has entrusted to you, but to be guarded like a precious jewel, kept close until the time God Himself chooses to reveal it through the fruit it bears in your life. Some blessings cannot be announced, they must simply be lived, and this is one of them. God has seen how much you have carried silently, the burdens no one else knew, the pain you buried behind smiles, the fears you pushed down just to keep moving forward, and now He has determined that enough is enough, that the season of carrying without relief has ended, that the time for breakthrough has arrived, and Archangel Michael is almost on his knees before you in the spirit realm, begging you to open your heart fully, because heaven can only pour into the vessel that is willing, and if you allow it, if you yield, if you dare to believe, you will see something that cannot be explained away. You may have thought you were too small for God to notice, too flawed for heaven to choose, too broken for miracles to find you, but that was never the truth, because God delights in choosing those who feel overlooked, God delights in lifting those who feel forgotten, God delights in pouring miracles into the lives of those who thought they were unworthy, because in His love He makes you worthy, in His eyes you are precious, and no pain, no failure, no rejection can erase that. Archangel Michael wants you to know that right now the heavens are bending low, that angels are standing guard around you, that what is being released into your life is beyond human calculation, it is beyond what money could buy, beyond what effort alone could achieve, it is supernatural, and it is coming with the swiftness of God's love. Do not doubt, beloved, do not think it is coincidence that you are here in this very moment reading these very words, because heaven does not move by chance, heaven moves by design, and you were chosen for this alignment. The miracle that is pressing near is not just about what you can see with your eyes, it is also about what is being healed deep within your spirit. The wounds you thought you had to carry forever, the fears that whispered to you in the night, the heaviness that made you question your purpose, all of it is being lifted, healed, replaced with light. God is touching the very places no one else could reach, the hidden places, the places you never spoke of, and His love is filling them now. Archangel Michael begs because he knows how easily discouragement can steal the miracle, how quickly doubt can close the door, how fear can blind you to what is unfolding, and he does not want that for you. He wants you to stay tender, to stay open, to stay believing, because faith is the hand that receives, faith is the vessel that catches the outpouring. Faith is the language that heaven responds to, and your faith in this moment, even if it feels small, even if it feels fragile, is enough for God to work through. The miracle is closer than you realize, and though the clock ticks in ordinary minutes, heaven's time is different, and what feels delayed is never truly late, because God's timing is always perfect, and now is the appointed time for you. Your life will carry the imprint of this forever. Your heart will remember the moment when you almost skipped, when you almost dismissed it, when you almost let it slip away, but you didn't. You stayed, you opened, you believed, and because of that, heaven will leave its mark upon you. You will know it was real because things around you will begin to shift. Prayers you whispered long ago will begin to stir with answers. Doors you thought were permanently shut will start to unlock. Peace will begin to rise in you where there was only anxiety. Strength will flow into you where there was weakness, and you will know beyond any doubt that God Himself touched your life. Michael is begging not because God needs your attention for Himself but because He wants to bless you. He wants to love you in a way you cannot deny. He wants to prove to your heart that you are not forgotten, and the miracle about to unfold is the evidence of His unshakable love. You will feel it in your spirit, you will know it in your soul, and when it happens, tears may fall from your eyes not out of sorrow but out of the overwhelming awareness that God chose you. That heaven saw you, that angels fought for you, and that you mattered all along. Archangel Michael does not cease in his pleading because he knows the intensity of what heaven is arranging for you. He knows the beauty and weight of the miracle that is on its way, and he cannot bear the thought of you missing it. He cannot bear the thought of your heart turning away just moments before the breakthrough touches your life, and so he leans close with holy urgency, whispering, begging, reminding you that this is not ordinary. This is not something to pass by, this is divine. This is sacred, this is the evidence that God Himself has marked you as chosen. Beloved soul, there is a reason you are reading this now, not yesterday, not weeks ago, not months ago, but right here in this very breath of time. Because the miracle is scheduled in the eternal calendar of heaven, and you have reached the hour, and the clock of heaven has aligned with your life. Do you feel it pressing into your spirit, that sense that something is stirring just beneath the surface, that trembling of the unseen that makes your heart beat faster, that silent knowing that what is happening is not from this world? That is heaven drawing near, that is God's presence surrounding you, that is the miracle approaching, and Archangel Michael begs because he has seen countless moments where souls turned away too soon, where doubt shut the door, where fear stole the blessing, and he will not allow that to happen to you. He will not stand by and watch you miss what was meant for you. He knows the long road you have walked, the nights you have endured, the silent prayers you whispered when no one was listening, the weight of loneliness that sat heavy on your chest, and He has carried those cries to the throne of God. He has spoken your name before the Almighty, and now the answer is coming, now the response of heaven is reaching you. You may not yet see it with your eyes, but the shift has already begun, the chains have already cracked, the doors have already been set into motion, the blessing has already been dispatched, and you are simply waiting for it to manifest in this realm. Heaven works like a river underground, unseen until suddenly it bursts forth, and when it does, it cannot be contained, and that is what is coming into your life now. Do not doubt, do not let fear tell you otherwise, do not let the enemy whisper that nothing is happening, because everything is happening, right now, in this very moment, and your faith is the anchor that holds you in position until you see it unfold. Archangel Michael begs you not to tell anyone yet because the miracle is still tender, still sacred, still wrapped in the hush of heaven, and some things must be guarded like seeds until they grow strong enough to show their fruit, and if you protect this, if you hold it close, if you treasure it in the silence of your spirit, you will see it bloom with glory that cannot be denied. God has chosen you, not by accident, not by coincidence, but by love, deep love that stretches beyond every failure, every fear, every shadow you have walked through, and now that love is about to prove itself in ways that will overwhelm you. You will find yourself weeping not from sorrow but from joy, from the realization that you were never forgotten, never abandoned, never invisible to heaven, because even when you felt unseen by the world, you were seen by God, and even when you thought your voice was too small to reach the heavens, angels carried your whispers before the throne, and even when you thought your tears fell wasted into the darkness, they were gathered by the hand of God, and now they are being poured back into your life as blessing, as healing, as light. The miracle is nearer than your own breath, and Michael pleads with you because he can already see it in the spiritual realm, he can already feel the wave of God's glory moving toward you, he can already hear the sound of chains breaking, doors opening, angels rejoicing, and he does not want you to turn away before it breaks forth into your world. Beloved, let your heart stay open, let your spirit stay soft, let your faith stay alive, because what is coming will not only touch your circumstances, it will touch your soul, it will heal wounds you thought would never close. It will restore joy you thought was lost forever, it will lift the heaviness that has sat on your shoulders for so long, and you will know without question that this was God, this was love, this was heaven remembering you. Archangel Michael's begging is not a sound of weakness but a sound of desperate love, of holy urgency, because heaven has invested so much into this moment, because God Himself has ordained it, and because your destiny is too precious to be lost in distraction. Hold on, beloved soul, stay with this, breathe in these words, let them become the rhythm of your heartbeat, because in the silence of your faith, the miracle is arriving, and very soon your eyes will see what your spirit already knows, that God is real. That His love is endless, that you were chosen for this, and that nothing in your past, nothing in your pain, nothing in your fear can stop what heaven has decided to pour into your life now.